The Elite Eight now is Renato Nunez. Against Mako Oguchi. Ty Pozzoban against Austin Maya. Oh, I'm sorry. Renato Nunez is on the back of Shepherd Hill's Sodbuster. We actually got the bulls on this one. Mako Oguchi on the back of Backdraft. Ty Pozzoban on the back of Highway 12. And Austin Meyer on the back of Rango, who is 21-0. Let's get into it. Renato Nunez, Shepherd Hill's Sodbuster. He gets on the back of him. 3.28 seconds stays on him. Gets bucked off. Brings up Mako Oguchi on the back of Backdraft. Mako Oguchi, all he has to do is beat 3.28 seconds. Stay on the back of him for longer than 3.28 seconds. Mako Oguchi is unbelievable. Mako Oguchi stays on the back of Backdraft for 85 points. This kid is so young that the pressure, I don't even know if he realizes the pressure that this event has. I'm sure he does. But he's such a good bull rider. I can't believe this kid did not want to ride bulls. He moves on to the Final Four. Mako Oguchi brings up Ty Pozzoban, the 20-year-old out of Canada. He's on the back of Highway 12. I already told you. 5.45 seconds stays on the back of him. Austin Maya, after getting wrecked by Trainwreck. Austin Maya goes up against Rango, another tough bull. Austin Maya actually had a pretty tough ride. He had Trainwreck and he had Rango. Two tough bulls back to back. I mean, all these bulls are tough, but I mean, Austin Maya really gets some ranked bulls. Rango's 21-0. Average buck-off percentage of 4.4 seconds. That's the average buck-off time. Austin Maya, and you just saw it, an incredible ride. 91 points. He gets a 90-point ride. 91 points on the back of Rango, and you knew if he rode Rango, it was going to be unbelievable. So now Rango is 21-1. Austin Maya rides him for the first time. We're going to flip it over now. So Austin Maya advances to the Final Four. We're going to flip it over to the other side, which is the Bushwacker side. Now we have riders and bulls. Valderon de Oliveira on the back of Rock and Roll against Justin Kuhn on the back of Meat Hook. Guilherme Machi on the back of Jawbreaker, and J.B. Mooney on the back of Perfect Poison. It's just going to get tougher from here. Because you know something, now we're in the Elite Eight. These guys are incredible bull riders. Valderon de Oliveira on the back of Rock and Roll. Holds on the back of Rock and Roll for 5.22 seconds. Justin Kuhn on the back of Meat Hook. Let me tell you something. If your name's Meat Hook, you better be a ranked bull. And he is. 2.85 seconds. See you later, Justin Kuhn. It was a good ride. You know something? You did well. You should be very proud of yourself, even making it to the Elite Eight. I don't think anybody in the brackets had him going to the Elite Eight. Way to go, Justin Kuhn. It's a way to shut everybody up, including me. Valderon de Oliveira advances to the Final Four. Guilherme Machi on the back of Jawbreaker. He only holds on for 1.54 seconds. You know, I gotta say this. I don't know what's going on with Guilherme Machi. Last couple events have been one-day events, which I absolutely love. I thought they have been great to watch and some great bull riding because you see some of the top bulls right away. Guilherme Machi doesn't seem to be doing well in these events. I don't know if this suits his style or not, but it doesn't seem like he's been doing well. He's been kind of quiet. But Guilherme Machi, once again, 1.54 seconds on the back of Jawbreaker. He gets bucked off, which brings up J.P. Mooney on the back of Perfect Poison. The way J.P. Mooney's been riding bulls lately, I really didn't think he was going to have a hard time with Perfect Poison. He rides Perfect Poison for 6.39 seconds. I mean, the way J.P. Mooney was going, I wasn't even surprised. So JP Mooney advances to the Final Four. So your Final Four now looks like this. You got Marco Oguchi and Austin Meyer on the Asteroid side. Marco Oguchi is up against Shepherd Hills Trapper. And Austin Meyer is up against Mulligan Man. On the other side, which is on the same page right here, see Valderon de Oliveira on the back of SmackDown, and JP Mooney on the back of Shepherd Hills Tested, which the week prior we saw him buck off Chris Shivers. So that was the bull that bucked off Chris Shivers week prior. Anyway, we'll get into it. Marco Oguchi on the back of Shepherd Hills Trapper. And you're seeing it right here. Marco Oguchi holds on for 3.1 seconds. I don't know if these guys are going to start getting tired now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you think about it, Marco Oguchi had already rode 1, 2, 3. This is his fourth bull. So, I mean, in one day. These guys usually don't ride these many bulls in one day. So, brings up Austin Meyer on the back of Mulligan Man. Austin Meyer gets a holds on for 5.1, 5.6 seconds. Austin Meyer advances to the finals. And he's going to take on Asteroid. You got Valderon de Oliveira on the back of SmackDown. SmackDown's a very tough bull. We've seen SmackDown before. We've seen him more than once. Valderon de Oliveira on the back of SmackDown only holds on for 2.56 seconds. You just saw the ride there. Here's the other ride. JP Mooney on the back of Shepherd Hills Tested. I told you, last time we saw Shepherd Hills Tested, he bucked off a very tough Chris Shivers. Here's the ride. You're watching it. 4.73 seconds he holds on for. Don't have to ride. You just got to hold on longer. So Valderon de Oliveira doesn't advance. JP Mooney does. JP Mooney takes on Bushwacker. So now we're down to the finals. Whoever stays on longer becomes your 2012 Iron Cowboy. We have Austin Meyer on the back of Asteroid. And we have JP Mooney on the back of Bushwacker, who is returning to the PBR for his first time in competition this event. Which just tells you how great Bushwacker is, that he would be the head of the bracket. But, he's the 2011 Bucking Bull, so, I mean, it would have to be that way anyway. He's the world champion of bulls coming back. Well, let's get into it. Austin Meyer's on the back of Asteroid. Holds on for 4 seconds. You're seeing it right here. 4-second ride. You know something? We thought Asteroid was losing for a little bit. It was 6.11 seconds 2 weeks ago and 6.7 seconds last week. Asteroid gets back into it. 4 seconds, bucks off Austin Meyer. Do you think maybe Asteroid knew he had to do something different a little bit? Asteroid would get a bull score of 45.50 would be Asteroid's bull score, which is very good. And then we have JP Mooney on the back of Bushwacker. JP Mooney, this is his 6th time riding Bushwacker. His 6th time. JP Mooney would hold on to Bushwacker, and you're looking at the ride right here. Unbelievable. 7.22 seconds. Unbelievable. Thought he was going to ride him. I was crying. I was hoping he didn't ride him. I don't want Bushwacker his first, because I can hear it. His first time out. Bushwacker's losing it. He shouldn't have come back after the injury. Maybe he come back too soon. I'm going to tell you what. Bushwacker, and I'm still showing you the ride here. 46 bull score. He had a 46 bull score. Bushwacker hasn't lost anything. He is still quick. And I'm gonna now. I have a previous ride from JP Mooney and Bushwacker last year, and I have this ride. Now you're seeing this ride still. I'm still showing you this ride. Bushwacker comes out of the chute in the air, completely in the air. All his feet are off the air. Comes out. He goes into his usual landing, and then he goes into a spin. Bushwacker's a fast bull. J.P. Mooney couldn't keep up with Bushwacker. He ends up getting bucked off. Bushwacker did just enough. You know, he's like a professional athlete that's just coming off an injury. You know, a football player just comes off an injury. You know, you got to test it out a little bit. You don't want to go full bolt. You do just enough to get the job done. Because his Bushwacker the year prior, and this is what you're going to see later on this year. I am almost certain you're going to see this out of Bushwacker. This is J.P. Mooney on the back of Bushwacker last year, and you see how much he gets in the air, and he's constantly in the air. I mean, just look at this bull bouncing. I mean, J.P. Mooney only stays on him for maybe 3 seconds. You know, I mean, he's bucked off. You know, and you can hear it right there. He scored a 47 bull score on that ride. So, I mean, you know, the perfect bull score is 50. Bushwacker scores a 46. And Iron Cowboy coming off of surgery. His first time out of the chutes, coming off of surgery, he scores a 46. So I don't think Bushwacker really lost anything. Bushwacker did very well. He did what he needed to do, the buck off J.P. Mooney. You know, he got into that circular formation. He's just a fast bull. He whips around really quick. J.P. Mooney couldn't hold on. You'll see the old asteroid back, I'm sure. This is his first time back at the surgery. Just like any other athlete, you're going to check it out first. You're not going to go full tilt because you don't want to re-injure yourself.